Look, quick question. Have you ever opened your banking app, scrolled for a second, and thought, I make decent money, so where the hell is it going? Because here's the thing. You're not blowing it on yachts. You're not gambling. You're not even doing anything obviously irresponsible. It's just lunch showed up at your door instead of being cooked. A show started automatically instead of being canceled. You paid extra to save time again and again and again, and nothing felt expensive. But somehow, your future keeps getting postponed. That's what this video is about. The thing quietly draining your money without ever feeling like spending. My name is Mike, and I spend way too much time thinking about why normal, intelligent people stay financially stuck even when they're doing everything right. If you're someone who makes okay money, tries to be responsible, but still feels like progress is weirdly slow, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if this video helps you see money a little more clearly, give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. All right, let's talk about the convenience leak. Here's what most people don't realize. The most dangerous spending in your life isn't the stuff that hurts. It's the stuff that feels reasonable. Delivery apps, subscriptions, paying extra to avoid waiting, paying extra to avoid thinking. None of it feels reckless. And that's exactly the problem. Because your brain doesn't register these as spending decisions. It registers them as comfort, efficiency, self-care. I deserve this, which means they never trigger your internal alarm system. Let me paint a picture. Say you get home from work. You're tired, mentally fried. You open a delivery app. You're not ordering steak and champagne. You're ordering normal food. Burger, rice bowl, pizza, whatever. Total comes out to $28. Now you might be thinking, Mike, relax, it's $28. Okay, but here's the thing. If you cooked at home, that meal would have cost maybe $6. So the real cost wasn't $28, it was $22. Now do that 3 times a week. That's $66 per week, $264 per month, $3,168 per year. That's not occasion money. That's life-changing money if invested consistently, and that's just food. According to a 2024 consumer spending report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average household spends over $3,500 per year on food away from home. That number has doubled in less than 15 years. And delivery apps didn't exist for most of that time. Here's what's wild. Most people couldn't tell you that number about their own life. They know their rent, they know their car payment, but convenience spending, it's invisible. Now, important point. This is not about willpower. This is not about just being better. This is about environmental pressure. Your entire world is optimized to remove friction. One tap, one click, no pause, no reflection, and every time friction disappears, spending increases. Not because you're weak, because humans always choose the path of least resistance. Here's where it gets really interesting. Convenience isn't just about comfort, it's about speed. You're paying extra to save time, avoid waiting, skip effort, but what are you actually doing with that saved time? Because if that time isn't being converted into skill-building income growth, rest that improves performance, then you didn't save time. You just traded money for nothing. That's the part nobody talks about. Let's talk subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify, cloud storage, productivity tools, apps you might need. Each one feels small. $9.99, $12.99, $19.99. But together, the average adult now pays for 12 to 15 subscriptions, totaling over $1,000 per year. And here's the psychological trick. Subscriptions don't feel like spending. They feel like background noise. You stop choosing them. They choose themselves. Here's what most people really lose, not the cash, The future options. Every $200 per month you leak is about $150,000 over 30 years at modest market returns. Not luxury money, freedom money. That's leaving a job early, working fewer hours, saying no without panic. Convenience doesn't steal your money, it steals your margin. Now you might be thinking, Mike, this sounds nice, but I don't earn enough for this to matter. Actually, this matters more if you don't earn a lot, because when income is tight, every leak delays relief. High earners leak too, but they don't feel it right away. Lower earners feel it for years. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Convenience spending often increases when life feels hard. Stress up, ordering in, long day, treat yourself, overworked, pay to make things easier. Which means the moments when you most need progress are the moments you're most likely to leak money. That's not a budgeting issue. That's an emotional loop. Think of your finances like a boat. You don't need a bigger engine. You need fewer holes. Convenience leaks are tiny holes, individually harmless, collectively sinking you. So what do? Not extreme frugality, not cutting joy. You create intentional friction. Here are 3 practical steps. Step 1, delay, don't deny. You don't say never. You say, not today. 24-hour pause on convenience spending. Most cravings disappear. Step 2, batch the pain, cook once. Eat multiple times. Cancel subscriptions quarterly, not randomly. Make effort efficient. Step 3, replace, don't remove. If you remove convenience without replacement, you'll fail. Replace delivery with simple default meals, grocery shortcuts, acceptable mediocrity. Perfection is expensive. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop asking, is this affordable? Start asking, what future is this buying me? Convenience rarely buys futures. It buys relief, and relief is temporary. Look, this isn't about living like a monk. It's about realizing that small comforts compound in reverse, quietly, politely, without ever warning you. If you can plug just a few convenience leaks, your money starts to breathe again. And once that happens, progress stops feeling impossible. It just feels quiet, steady. I'll see you in the next one.